Hello YouTube. I'm gonna practice English like BTS RM did because he studied English with one of the famous TV series, which is Friends. So I like this sitcom. I love it. I love to watch it. So I've decided practice English with the friends like RM did. So thank you for watching this video, and before we start, please subscribe and hit the like and alarm button, and please leave me any comments on any topics you want to talk about. Yeah. I'm gonna say some. I'm gonna introduce. I'm gonna make an introduction in Korean because I'm Korean. Yeah. 안녕 유튜브 영상 오늘도 마찬가지로 프렌즈 시트콤 프렌즈를 가지고 연습할 건데 영상 시작하기 전에 구독과 좋아요 알람 설정 잊지 말고 댓글 많이 달아줬으면 좋겠어. 댓글은 어떤 말이든 좋으니까 얘기하고 싶은 거면 달아주시면 좋겠어. BTS의 RM, 이 랩몬스터가 랩몬이 시트콤 프렌즈로 영어 공부를 했다고 하는데 나는 이 시트콤이 너무 좋고 나도 그렇게 한번 공부를 해보고 싶어서 이렇게 선택을 했어. 아무튼 이제 시작하자. Have you been here all night? Have you been here all night? Have you been here all night? Look at this. Look at this. Pictures of all the women of all the women that Heckles went out with. Look what he wrote on them. Look what he wrote on them. Look what he wrote what he wrote on. Look 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 what he wrote on them. 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 Vivian, too tall. Match, big gums. Too loud, too smart. Makes noise when she eats. This is me. This is what I do. I'm gonna end up alone just like he did. Chandler, Heckles was a nutcase. Our trains are on the same track. Our trains are on the same track, okay? Yeah, sure. I'm coming up 30 years behind him. I'm coming up 30 years behind him. But the stops are the same. Bittertown, Alonville, Hermit Junction. All right, you know what we gotta do? All right, you know what we gotta do? We gotta get you out of here. We gotta get you out of here. Come on. I'll buy you breakfast. Let's go. What if I never find somebody? What if I never find somebody? Or worse. What if I never find somebody? Or worse, what if I have found her? What if I have found her, but I dumped her because she pronounced it supposedly. Chandler, come on, you're gonna find somebody. How do you know that? How? I don't know. I'm just trying to help you out. You'll see. You guys are all gonna go off, and you'll see. You guys are all gonna go off. You guys are all gonna go off and get married, and I'm gonna end up alone. Will you promise me something? Will you promise me something? Will you promise me something? When you're married, will you invite me over for holiday? 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 Well, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna doing. What we're gonna be doing. Well, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna be do. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. I mean, what if we're at her folks' place? What if we are at her folks' place? Folks' place. What if we're at her? What if we're at her folks' place? What if we're at her? What if we're at her folks' place? What if you're at her folks' place? I mean, what if you're at her folks' place? Yeah, I understand. Understand. You can come over and watch the Super Bowl. You can come over and watch the Super Bowl every year, all right? You know what? I'm not going to end up like this. I'll see you, man. Supposedly, did they go to the zoo? Supposedly. Hi, it's me. Oh my God. Janice? You called Janice? Yes, Janice. Why is that so difficult for you to comprehend? Janice? Yes, Janice. Why? Why is that so difficult for you to why is that so difficult for you to comprehend? Why is that so difficult for you to comprehend? You remember Janice, right? Yes, she was smart, she was pretty, and she honestly cared about me. Janice is my last chance to have somebody. Hello. Oh my God. Jeez. Look how fast she got. Look how fast she got. Hey, it's everybody. Janice, yes, I am. Is it yours? Ha! You wish, Chandler Bing. You are looking at a married lady now. Congratulations. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. You couldn't have told me about this. You couldn't have told me about this on the phone. You couldn't have told me about this on the phone. You couldn't have told me about this on the phone. You couldn't have told me about this on the phone. And what? Miss the expression on your face. Janice likes to have her fun. Janice likes to have her fun. Hey, Rach, you know what we haven't played in a while? Hey, Rach, you know what we haven't played in a while? What? You know what we haven't played in a while? What? Hide the lamp. Monica, let it go. Did you know I was allergic? Did you know I was allergic to shellfish? Did you know I was allergic to shellfish? Did you know I was allergic to shellfish? Well then you'll just have to eat the other lambs. Uh-oh, it's scary scientist, man. It's scary scientist, man. Okay, Phoebe, this is it. In this briefcase, I carry actual scientific facts. A briefcase of facts, if you will. Some of these fossils are over 200 million years old. Okay, look, before you even start, I'm not denying evolution, okay? I'm just saying that it's one of the possibilities. It's the only possibility, Phoebe. Okay, Ross, could you just open your mind like this much? Could you just open your mind like this much, okay? Wasn't there a time when the brightest minds in the world believed that the world was flat? And up until like what? 50 years ago, you all thought the atom was the smallest thing until you split it open and this whole mess of crap came out. Now, are you telling me that you are so unbelievably arrogant that you can't admit that there's a teeny tiny possibility that you could be wrong about this? There might be a teeny tiny possibility. I can't believe you caved. What? You just abandoned your whole belief system. I mean, before I didn't agree with you, but at least I respected you. 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 God, I mean, before I didn't agree with you, but at least I respected you. Respected. But at least I respected you. But at least I respected you. Respected you. But at least I respected you. But at least I respected you. But at least I respected you. How are you gonna go into work tomorrow? How are you gonna face the other science guys? How are you gonna face the other science guys? How are you gonna face the other science guys? How are you going to face yourself? Oh, that was fun. So who's hungry? I am. Let me just get my coat. Okay, all right. It was an accident. I swear. All right. I was putting on my jacket. And the thing and the lamp, and it broke. Oh, please, Monica. You've always hated. Oh, Monica, you've always hated my lamp. And then all of a sudden, it's just magically broken? Phoebe, tell her. Okay, I didn't see it because I was putting on my jacket, but I want to believe you. Hey Chandler, Monica just broke my seashell lamp. Neat. I'm gonna die alone. Okay, you win. Chandler, you're not gonna die alone. Janice was my safety net. Janice was my safety net, okay? And now I have to get a snake. Why is that? If I'm gonna be an old lonely man, I'm gonna need a thing, you know, a hook, like that guy, like that guy on the subway who eats his own face, who eats his own face. So I figured I'll be crazy man with a snake, you know, crazy snake man, and I'll get place, and I'll get more snakes. Call them my babies, kids. Call them my babies. Kids will walk past. Kids will walk past my place. Then kids will walk past my place. They will run away from crazy snake man. They'll shout. They'll shout. You've got to get over this. 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 You are not going to end up alone. You are not going to end up alone. Of course I am. I reject anyone who's crazy enough to actually go out with me. And then I bitch about the fact that there aren't any great women out there. Of course I am. I reject anyone who's crazy enough to actually go out with me. And then I bitch about the fact that there aren't any great women out there. Chandler, you have just described. You have just described. Chandler, you have just described virtually. Chandler, you have just described virtually every man that we have ever gone out with. Chandler, you have just described. You have just described. You have just described virtually every man that we have ever gone out with. You are not a freak. You are a guy. She's right. You are no different than the rest of them. You are no different than the rest of them. Wait a minute. Yes, he is. You are totally different. You are totally different. In a bad way? No, honey. In a wonderful way. No, honey. In a wonderful way. No, honey, in a wonderful way. You know what you want? You know what you want now. Most guys don't even have a clue. You're ready to take risks. You're ready to be vulnerable. You are ready to be vulnerable and intimate with someone. Yeah, you're not gonna end up alone. Yeah, you're not gonna end up alone. Chandler, you called Janice. That's how much you wanna, that's how you wanted, that's how much you wanted to be with some, wanted to be with someone. Chandler, you called Janice. That's how much you want to be with someone. You made it. You are there. You're there. You are ready to make a commitment. Whoa, don't know about that. Oh, what you got there? Something else that's not yours? Something else that's not yours that you can't break? Something else that's not yours, that something else that's not yours that you can break? No, I know you like this, and I want you to have it. I think it'll good. I think it'll look 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 good in our apartment. I think it'll look good in our apartment. Thank you. That's fine. Hey, well, you'll all be pleased. You'll all be pleased to know. Hey, well, you'll all be pleased to know that I have a date tomorrow night. This woman, Allison, from work. She's great. She's pretty. She's smart. And I've been holding off on asking her out in the past because she has an unusually large. I've been holding off on asking her out in the past because she has an unusually large hat. But I'm not gonna let that stuff hang me up. But I'm not gonna let that stuff hang me up anymore. But I'm not gonna let that stuff hang me up anymore. Look at me, I'm growing. Hey, you can't recycle yearbooks, can you? I'll take that. You want his yearbook? You want his yearbook? Yeah. Some people said some nice things about him. I think somebody should have it. I think somebody should have it. Oh gosh, this is so weird. I mean, his whole life was in this apartment. I I mean, his whole life was in this. His whole life was in. His whole life was in this apartment, and now it's gone. I think I think it would be. I think I think it will be. I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice if we just took a few moments. I think it would be nice if we just took a few moments. If we just took a few moments, I think it would be nice if we, I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice if we just took a few moments for Mr. Hackles. He was kind of a pain. He was a person. What? You are all going to hell. It's really not that big. It's really not that big. Taking that with you, huh? Taking that with you, huh? Oh yeah. Hey, you coming? Yeah, just a sec. Just a second. Goodbye, Mr. Hackles. We'll try to keep it down. 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 Oh, my major was totally useless. My major was totally useless. Oh, my major was totally useless. How often do you look in the classifieds and see if philosopher wanted? Yeah, sure. My God, that's a big cat. It didn't look this big. It didn't look this big in the office. Big in the office. It didn't look this big. It didn't look this big in the office. Maybe it's the lightning. Maybe it's the lightning. My head must look like a golf ball at work. My head must look like a golf ball at work. At work. My head must look like a golf ball at work. All right, don't get hung up on it. Don't get hung up on it. All right, don't get hung up on it. Quick. List five things you like about her. List five things you like about her. Nice smile, good dresser, big hat. Okay, great. That's it. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching how I'm practicing English with this TV series, Friends. Before you go, please subscribe and hit the like and alarm button and leave me a comment on any topics you would like to talk about. For your information, of course, I'm Korean, so you can also ask me about Korea and Korean, anything. Yeah, and thank you again. Bye. 자, 오늘은 여기까지. 영상 좋았다면 구독과 좋아요, 알람 설정 잊지 말고 댓글 많이 달아주시면 좋겠어. 영어 공부든 영어 프렌즈, 시트콤 프렌즈에 관한 거든 어떤 것이 좋으니까 댓글 많이 달아주시면 좋겠어. 자, 수고.